That would really be a game changer. How soon are we expecting this? And is this even feasible? Just announced these new batteries yesterday, and we're still waiting for a lot of details to come out. The automobile world is fast becoming electrified, and that means one thing. There's an increased demand for more battery power. Lithium-ion batteries have dominated the electric vehicle sector for many years. However, they've become increasingly expensive and suffer a few challenges that force battery manufacturers to rethink other options. Battery manufacturers warming up. Given the natural abundance of sodium, which translates to low production costs, battery manufacturers are slowly warming up to replacing lithium with sodium ions. One such manufacturer is CATL, the world's leading battery maker, which unveiled its first EV-specific sodium-ion battery in 2021. In 2023, Chinese battery manufacturers CL and Boya are setting the pace by making more sodium-ion battery, SiB, systems, and so far, several other battery manufacturers are following swiftly. What is a sodium-ion battery? That has seen a constant rise in fear in the hearts of lithium battery manufacturers, who are worried about their historic dominance ending. But are their concerns justified? Can sodium-ion batteries replace the dominant lithium-ion? I shall answer this question in this video. But first I will explain what a sodium battery is, its operating principle, its pros and cons, and how it compares with a lithium-ion battery. A sodium-ion battery, or SiB, is a rechargeable battery that utilizes sodium ions as its charge bearer. So, instead of having a lithium cathode like lithium-ion batteries, it features a sodium-based cathode. How does a sodium-ion battery work? The SiB operating principle is similar to lithium-ion batteries, but the materials differ. The battery system features a cathode and anode, an electrolyte, a pair of current collectors, and a separator. First, the cathode and anode are the points at which electrons flow out and in, respectively, while the electrolyte is the dissolving fluid that circulates energy through the battery system. Usually, the electrolyte carries the energy-powered electrons from cathode to anode and vice versa via the separator. Meanwhile, the circulating sodium ions create a positive charge at one current collector, allowing current to flow through the battery-powered device to another. That is it. That's how a sodium-ion battery works in simple terms. Pros and cons of sodium-ion battery. Pros. Sodium-ion batteries promise several benefits, which is why more and more battery manufacturers are considering the technology. Some of the most notable advantages are as follows. 1. Low production cost ***. Sodium is abundant, and you can even get it in the sea. That's unlike lithium, and for that reason, its production cost is cheaper. However, this hasn't translated to low-cost batteries yet. I'm using the word yet because production can't automate the current demand due to issues like fuel production facilities and manufacturers being primarily found in China. But given how fast the technology has gathered pace in recent years, production will surely catch up with demand, significantly dropping sodium-ion battery prices. 2. Low safety risk ***. Sodium-ion operates at a higher temperature range. That means it can be utilized at more extreme temperatures without risking a thermal runaway, unlike lithium-ion batteries. Sodium is also less chemically active, meaning the risk of mixing, reacting, and possibly causing a fire is lower. So, if you're looking for a battery for your EV that is less likely to overheat and catch fire, you can't look beyond sodium-ion. 3. Faster charging ***. Physically, sodium ions are slightly bigger, which means the ions can collect charge much faster. In that case, it is quicker to charge a sodium-ion battery, making them a perfect candidate for EVs. In fact, it takes about 15 minutes to charge a sodium-ion battery up to 80%, while it takes 20 minutes to do the same on a lithium-ion battery. So for ultra-fast charging advantages, sodium-ion batteries have the upper hand. Cons. Sodium-ion batteries are not perfect, though. They have some drawbacks worth considering, which include the following. 1. Bulkier ***. Sodium ions are slightly larger, which makes them bulkier. That's unlike lithium ions, whose lightweight nature makes them a fantastic choice for EVs. This could also explain why some EV manufacturers still hesitate to embrace the technology. 2. Shorter cycle life ***. Sodium-ion batteries generally have a cycle life of about 5,000 times, which is not bad. However, if we compare that to commercial lithium-ion batteries, whose life is about 8,000 to 10,000 cycles, there's a clear difference. So lithium batteries give you a longer cycle life. 3. Less energy density ***. Sodium-ion batteries are less dense, meaning they have a lower storage capacity. So, while a sodium-ion battery will charge faster, it's likely to run out more quickly because of its lower storage capacity. For that, you may have to recharge more often. Chemical properties. If I can briefly take you back to your chemistry class, sodium and lithium belong to the same group in the periodic table, Group 1, also known as the alkali metals. For that reason, they have many physical properties in common. But even so, their chemical properties differ, mainly due to their positioning on the table. Therefore, the performance of a sodium-ion battery differs from that of a lithium-ion battery. Availability. Here's generally how the two batteries compare. Lithium is only found in small amounts in hard rock and brine deposits, making it a less available metal. On the contrary, sodium is readily found in seawater and other natural sources, making it more abundant. In fact, sodium is 500 times more abundant than lithium. However, sodium ions are bulkier than lithium, making lithium the better choice for the most portable batteries. So, in comparing both battery types, you'll more likely lean towards lithium, the third lightest metal on the periodic table after hydrogen and helium. Cost. Due to its abundance and availability, the cost of producing sodium-ion batteries is low, and in the long run, that will translate into more affordable batteries. As I hinted earlier, since few companies run in this segment, the cost of sodium batteries hasn't dropped yet, but there are indications it will. Safety. Sodium can be shipped at 0 volts, making it much safer in the event of a thermal runaway, unlike lithium, which can overheat and cause a fire. Another thing is that sodium has a lower environmental impact than lithium, which is why most EV car manufacturers are interested in it. In terms of storage, lithium requires minimum charge storage to avoid safety risks. //